who wants to go ahead and get us started with Freeland then?
All right, Alex. All right. Alex, congratulations on the win. Let me just ask you, what was your favorite play from the second game? Was it the home run? Was it the RBI to get the additional run, or was it being part of the double play that ended the game?
I want to say the home run, but I'm gonna go with the double play at the end of the game. That was big right there. It felt good to close the door on them.
That wasn't the only fielding play that you were a part of. You also had that diving catch early on the game on the game as well. Can you just give us a general summary of your game today? Because man, we saw your name pop up plenty of times.
Yeah, it just felt like when things needed to go right, they went right. So that's just how the game went, and yeah, it was just a really good game.
Alex, what was the team's mindset going into game two? Obviously, it was a hard-fought game. You kind of probably felt you left some things on the table in the game one. You would have liked to wrap it up early and get some rest, but you had to come back and play a second game. What was kind of going through your mind going into game two?
I mean, obviously, first game we didn't hit like we have been in the past two games. So we went back to the hotel and we kind of regrouped and stayed. Like the mindset was be confident. Like we know we can beat them. We've done it before, so. We just went out there the second game, stayed confident, and played our game.
Alex, what was it like having to wait 4 hours to essentially play a doubleheader?
You know, I mean, we just waited, you know, like we just tried to stay focused, get ready for each game.
Anything different that you did or didn't do?
No, we just tried to stay focused around game time. We have a plan and we tried to execute. So, you know, you have that little bit of downtime. You try not to get too far away from the game, but you know, when game time rolls around, you just try to stay focused and lock in.
Mm-hmm. Alex, what is it about this team that's been clicking here late in the season? Obviously, you guys all season long have showed that you can play with top tier talent. Haven't always been consistent at times, but now we're playing really well at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And what's kind of been going on?
I think like the big motto is just like playing together. Like we got some of the last few games here with a couple of the guys like Rathbone. It's just last year. AJ, a few others. We just want to play together. You know, that's been our motto. Like play like it's going to be our last game, and that could have been our last game. So we're going to play every game like it's their last.
Your fellow freshman Hunter Patterson made his second appearance in the tournament and on 3 days rest. What were your thoughts on his pitching performance today?
He did phenomenal. I mean, I talked to him before the game, and I said, just go pitch like you can, and that's what he did. He gave us a really good shot. He kept them scoreless through 6, and that's all we could do. Like that's all we could ask for him, and he did his job. And then Litch came in there and closed the door. He did really good. He stepped up.
Anything else for Freeland? Nope. Cool.
Thank you, Alex.
Second game.
Appreciate it, guys.
Wait, Rich, did you have something?
I just was curious if Alex is planning on staying up and watching the second game.
Probably not. Probably gonna get some dinner and then get some sleep, get some rest. Yeah. Get ready for the next game.
Sounds smart. Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, Alex.
Later.
All right, so we're gonna go on over to Coach Lovelady now and have him take it away.
Coach, it's Rich Hopberg with ESPN. Congrats on getting to the championship game.
Thanks.
I know from kind of studying your team from afar, one of the things you talk about a lot is leave a legacy, and now you're on the doorstep of doing something that you've never done at UCF. What does that feel like for you right now?
Well, one, I got to give God all the glory. It's, you know, I spent the last 3 innings I feel like I was praying the entire time, just favor and you know, just watching over us. But, you know, I'm just happy for the kids. You know, it's been a rough year, man. I mean, a rough 15 months for being the 12th team in the country and having our year taken away from us, and just going through the grind of the summer and the fall. And, our kids, just never complained. And then obviously, we get off to a rough start the first week. We bounce back and have the great second week at Ole Miss. And then just, man, and again, from January 14th, whenever the injury started, man, it's just been tough to get into rhythm. And we knew we always had the talent. I'm just really proud of the staff and the players for just continuing to fight and show up every day and try to get better. Whether it's a COVID year and whether we have all the stuff that we've gone through, we always talk about playing our best baseball at the end of the year, just utilizing every single day. We have a saying that today is the most important day of our season. And whether that's an off day, a lift day, a practice day, we got to make the most of it and try to make ourselves better. Just push the bar up a little bit every single day. And we're young, super inexperienced, and you just seen the growth of these kids from day one till now, of just learning how to play, learning how to fight, learning how to compete, learning how to battle, learning how to deal with the failure, learning how to deal with the emotions. And so I'm just proud of everybody for just putting us in this situation. It's not over yet. We got to find a way to win tomorrow. But win or lose, just to get here has been a huge legacy builder for our guys and for this program. And getting a chance to play for a championship, I told the guys after the game, just don't take this for granted. You don't know if you'll ever get to play for another championship. You hope you do, but it's just not guaranteed in life. So don't take it for granted. Go out, leave everything on the field tomorrow, and enjoy being around each other for another day. We survived another day together and get to play, one more game and as a group. And we'll hope to try to continue that, but we got to enjoy tomorrow, enjoy being around each other, and just fight like crazy.
I got one more and then I'll shut up and listen. Since you're on national TV tomorrow, and that obviously doesn't happen all the time, people who are going to just see UCF baseball for the first time this season on TV tomorrow, give me an overarching message of what you want those people to experience. What is your team if you had to describe Knights baseball?
Yeah, we're a callous team. We've been through a lot of stuff, and we're tough. We're going out there and compete. We believe, the kids believe in each other. We're obviously playing really good baseball now, but we're going to go out there and try to be dynamic and relentless, and try to worry about winning one pitch at a time, and trust everything that we've gone through. Trust all the trials and tribulations. Trust all the work. We'll go out there and have fun. Enjoy playing for a championship, and enjoy being on TV. And we're going to try to represent our league. I think our league gets we get pooped on, to be honest with you. People don't understand how good this league is, and we're better than more than a few Power 5 conferences. And the talent in this league, the coaching in this league, there's some Power 5 leagues I'd rather be in, to be honest with you, in terms of the grind of every weekend. You know what I mean? And so I hope people watch and understand how great this league is. And everything that we have to offer as a group, and everything that UCF has to offer as a team. And we'll go out there and go play free and easy, and enjoy the moment, and have a lot of fun.
All right. I lied. I do have one more question. I'm sorry, everybody else. Do you have a starter yet picked out for tomorrow?
No, you're going to have to watch at noon tomorrow.
I'm calling the game. That's part of the problem.
Lineup up, you'll find out.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Coach, I'm sure you would have liked to wrap everything up around noon with the win in the first game, but you had to wait around and play a second. What did you talk to your team during that downtime, and what was their mindset, you think, going in knowing that they had to play ECU at a winner-take-all game?
Yeah, obviously, but that wouldn't be the 2021 UCF baseball team. We just haven't made it easy, and it hasn't been easy, and some of it out of our control, But, I just told them, the pressure's on them. We're playing with house money right now. Nobody believed in this group except us inside these walls. And, they're obviously trying to do a lot of stuff, and you know, we're trying to steal a bid this league, and and so the pressure's on them. Like, we got to have short memories. Like, we didn't play very well. We obviously struggled offensively. Carson did a great job for them. And we left some runs on the board and had opportunities and just couldn't cash them in. And, you know, but Vespi did a great job of giving us a chance. And we just had to have short memories. We knew we had to play. Like, we've been in this. The one cool thing about the year, you know, the double headers and all that, like, it really, again, I think just prepared us for this moment of being able to bounce back. And we've lost a couple games on Friday in the first game and had to come back and win. And, you know, you just have practiced having to have short memories and coming out and just worrying about today. And, you know, it actually worked out pretty good because, you know, the traffic was god awful, trying to get back to the hotel because we had to go, you know, everyone's going to the beach. And so it took us, you know, it's usually like a 15-minute drive. It took us about an hour. So, but we got to sit in the air conditioning and just kind of relax and refocus and just kind of get away, got into the hotel rooms and got to stay here for like an hour, maybe hour and 20 minutes and change and do whatever the kids needed to do. If they needed to shower or just kind of, you know, it also felt like a new day to me. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like we sat at the field and we're like, oh, we got to play again. It was like, almost like you went home and went to bed and woke up and came back because we went through the same routine of getting on the bus and coming to the field, and we hit a little bit in the cages and waited for that game to get over. So I felt like it was a great flushing kind of technique of just being able to do the normal routine. When game's over, you take the bus back to the hotel, you go up, and then we just got redressed and got back on the bus and drove to the field. So I thought it was a great kind of just kind of a flush of get that out of our system, forget about it, short memories. And let's go compete. Like, pressure's on them. Let's go have fun. And I'm proud of the kids. Like, Hunter Patterson was absolutely tremendous. You know, he again, we talk about the immaturity or the inexperience. And I thought Tuesday, he just let the moment get to him. You know, got really frustrated before the game because he wasn't throwing well in the bullpen, and then came out and wasn't throwing great. You know, obviously we had to win this game, and we were hoping to start him tomorrow. But you know, it was do or die. So we gave him the ball, and he just came out with like a totally different attitude, just way more comfortable, way more composed, way more mature, and just went out there and just competed like crazy, man. And he just, you know, you dominate a top 10 team. Like, that's hard to do, you know what I mean? And so I'm really proud of him. And then obviously Litch, he'll come in there and just hammer the door down. And man, just again, he's been toughened through the injuries that he's been through. You know, having to pitch at Ole Miss, like those moments, like, get you ready for this. It was awesome to see him go out there and just worry about competing and executing pitches. And, you know, obviously that base hit there in the ninth, frustrating probably as can be to give up like a, you know, just a tapper, and just come out, handle it, and get the double play was huge. And Nick Romano gets the huge sack bunt. Alex Freeland, obviously 2 huge hits, only 2 RBIs of the day, but that run ends up being the difference maker. So we played great team baseball. We didn't hit well enough today, but we played great defense. And obviously the pitchers, just Hunter and Litch were awesome. So it was fun to watch those guys compete.
Coach, you mentioned Alex Freeland. Out of the 5 hits that your team got this game, 3 of them came from Freeland. Going up against pitchers like Saylor and Mayhew, how important was Freeland's offensive production today?
Well, I mean, it won the game for us. So, I mean, we didn't have much offensive production. So for him to go out, and neither team did. I mean, it's been a long day, man. Like, it's been a long week for everybody. And so, you know, tournament baseball is hard. Like, it's a long week. You're out here trying to figure it out and grind and just trying to survive and advance, and the emotions. And then obviously today, the doubleheader and stuff. I mean, it's difficult. And so from both sides, for us to go out and compete like that, I mean, we were just, you know, just throwing haymakers at each other and just seeing who falls down first. And obviously Alex gets a huge home run, and then again, just play some team baseball and manufacture a run. And like I said, I mean, we were fighting in the dugout, just fight to get one more run, just kept trying to preach that. And obviously it was a huge run there to be able to get the sack bunt and move the guy over, move the infield in, put some pressure on him. And Alex got the big hit to give us the cushion. And ended up we needed it. So good team baseball.
Coach, Vespi was fantastic in that first game, gave you a chance in that game, but not only that, saved you some arms for game 2 and probably saved you some arms for Sunday. You're probably in pretty good shape from a bullpen standpoint Sunday, in part because of Vespi's performance.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, just for the night game, just to be able to save guys and put us in the best position that we could to win the game. I mean, he's been great all year for us. I'm really proud of him as a freshman. Like, he has stepped up big time. You know, the future is bright for our starting rotation because of him. And you know, he got the jersey because he went out there and gave us a chance. I mean, again, offensively we struggled, but you know, defensively we just didn't do the job, and it kind of put the game out of hand late. But you know, we competed till the end. You know, we scored a run against their closer in the 9th, and I think that just kind of let us know, like, man, we're here to fight and we're here to compete. But Vespi going, you know, the rest of that way was awesome. I'm proud of him, and it gave us a chance, and it was fun to watch him go out there and just do his thing and do it against a really, really obviously talented ball club and talented offense. So it set us up and gave us a chance. And, you know, obviously we thought we were going to have to use some more arms today, but again, Hunter just, you know, we went about 10 more pitches than I would have liked. But, you know, we were just in a lot of communication with Nick and Josh and Hunter, and just making sure that we felt like he was in a good spot. And obviously didn't want to push him too much, but he obviously he's a quick recoverer. And I mean, the next day on Wednesday, he said he could pitch today if we needed him. Obviously we weren't going to do that, but you know, so we felt good at probably around the 65 to 70, a little over 70 mark. And I think he went a little bit more than that, but he just was pitching so well. His stuff was great. Didn't feel like he was getting tired at all. You know, but to be able to do that was awesome. We ended up not needing any more arms besides those two, but you know, if we needed them, it would have been because of Vespi's performance.
Given that you guys had to play 2 games today, are you glad that Tulane USF's going to a second game, and they're going to have to, whoever wins is going to use up some arms, and that game may not get over until after midnight?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just happy that we're in the championship, and that's really all I care about. And, you know, it's going to be crazy because it's a late game and trying to figure out who we're going to play and game plan and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, whoever we got to play, we got to play. But I'm just proud of our kids for getting to the championship and giving us a chance. You know, obviously, again, we knew we had to win this thing to go, and we just got to try to fight tomorrow and have fun, enjoy being around each other, and try to get the win.
Coach, the errors ended up playing a big part in both games. In game one, there were 3 unearned runs for ECU, and then in this game, you know, Pablo Ruiz got on base and then he ended up scoring after an error on the left fielder. Can you just talk about the importance of the defensive play of both teams in both games today, especially near the end of game 2?
Well, I mean, if you got 2 really hot teams right now, I mean, ECU's been hot all year, one of the best teams in the country, and obviously we're playing really good baseball. And in games like today, like, I mean, we're going, and again, it felt like 2 heavyweights just going back and forth. Like, it's basically, you know, who gets the big hit and who makes the plays defensively. And again, I think we didn't do that in game 1, and they didn't do that in game 2. And you see the wins because of that. So you had 2 great pitching staffs just going toe to toe. And when you get into those kind of battles, like you got to be able to get the big hit when you need it, and you got to be able to play good defense and make plays, especially routine plays. I think you saw that when you don't do that, you lose ball games on both sides. So, you know, that's just the nature of these kind of games when you got 2 great teams going at it. Like you got to play clean baseball, and you know, you saw why today.
Coach, obviously this will be the first time UCF baseball's played for a conference tournament championship since 2002. Brandon, who covered that, actually reminded me of that prior to you coming on. To do this run this way in a tough draw where you got Cincinnati, you got to beat East Carolina, Memphis. Just talk about this run here and now preparing for the championship game on Sunday, though, as you mentioned, kind of a part of a legacy you're building here.
Yeah, I mean, you just worry about winning pitches. You know, you just got to come and try to win the first game and then move on and continue to try to win the next game. I mean, again, I think we try to practice this. Today's, you know, the most important day of our season. Today's the most important game of the year. Like, we feel like we've practiced that all year. And, you know, part of that is because we have to put everything that we have into the game at hand and the day at hand. You're not promised. We learned that last year. You're not promised tomorrow. You can't overlook a team or anything like that. But at the same time, when you get into games like this, if you've gone with that mindset every single day, then nothing should change. Like, you should just go out and play baseball. And so I feel like we've done a great job of just going out and playing baseball and trying to win the game and trying to move on and survive and advance and put ourselves in the best position. And I felt like the guys that played free and easy enjoyed being around each other and trying to play as long as they possibly can together. And again, I feel like we're calloused and just prepared from all the ups and downs and the grind and being tough. And we've shown a lack of toughness a lot early. And I feel like that's helped us prepare to be a lot tougher as we finish. So I'm just proud of the group for growing up. But again, I told them championships are hard to play for, especially in this league. Like I said before, to the ESPN guy, like, this league's a grind. And it doesn't matter what bracket you're in. I mean, South Florida's hot right now. Obviously, Tulane and ECU have been the two best teams, but everybody's won games, and everybody, I mean, no matter what you think about Houston and Memphis, I mean, Houston has a first rounder as their Friday night guy, and they can really, really pitch. And again, if you do that and you get into some close games, and it's just who gets that one big hit or who makes the error. So, and the same thing with Memphis, like, you know, they got the best hitter in the league. I mean, so it's just, and again, they run ruled ECU. So it's just a grind, but we just had to show up and just worry about the game at hand, the day at hand. And again, I feel like the kids have done a great job of practicing for that all year long. And we're a lot tougher now than we were. And that's the goal. And so playing for a championship is fun. This is the things that they're going to talk about for the rest of their lives, is this week, and being able to do the things that we've done so far, win or lose. And so we just got to go out tomorrow, enjoy ourselves, have fun, play hard. And again, we do talk about leaving a legacy, and there's no bigger legacy to leave than winning championships. And so now we'll go out tomorrow and try to finish the job.
Coach, we spoke with Alex Freeland before you hopped on, and we asked him this question. I thought I'd ask you this as well. Are you planning to stay up and watching the USF Tulane game, and just what are your plans for this evening before you have to get up tomorrow for the championship game?
Well, you know, I'm 42, and you know, my bedtime is right about now. So I'm gonna do what I can. I'm obviously gonna watch and try to watch some game film and kind of guess some things in terms of who might pitch and all that kind of stuff. And then I'll probably get up early and watch a lot of game film tomorrow and try to figure out a lineup and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how long I can stay up. You know, obviously it was a draining day, emotionally draining day, tiring, obviously the heat and playing two and all that, but also, you know, the high of being able to compete. I mean, there's nothing that's like that. And it's not easy to go to sleep after big days and big games and all that. So, I don't know if I can sleep tonight, so we'll stay up as late as I possibly can, and you know, get up early, be ready to go when umpire says play ball.
Cool.
Thank
That
you,
was
Coach.
probably.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
We're gonna move on to David Litchfield. Thanks for hanging out, Litch. Appreciate your patience.
Yep.
Who wants to get us started with David?
I'll get started. Litch, you were in a pretty tense situation on Tuesday in the ninth inning against Cincinnati. I know the bases were loaded, but this was big on another level because you knew what was on the line tonight. I know you kind of allowed that little single that kind of got through and you forced that double play to end the game. Can you kind of put into words kind of what was going through your mind during that ninth inning tonight?
I mean, that ninth inning, you know, I feel like my eyeballs were shaking. You know, you get in those situations like that, and you're just trying to see straight, trying to see between Crouch's legs and see the sign. But I mean, I feel like, you know, starting off the season at Ole Miss and being able to kind of build a little bit of a resume, you know, helps me out in those situations. It's just kind of a maturity and learning experience. So I'm out there in the ninth inning, just trying to take it, you know, one pitch at a time. You know, give it my best stuff, do what I practice all year. You know, it's hopefully, you know, trying to stay here for one more day.
Litch, you had to, in that last inning, and even right before, you had to go against the AAC Player of the Year, Connor Norby, and then Thomas Francisco, who had 3 hits in game one. Can you just talk about what it was like to face these ECU batters, especially for 3 innings?
Yeah, well, I mean, those top 2 guys, Norby and Francisco, are some of the best hitters in the country. The fact that they have those 2 guys hitting back to back at the top of their lineup, is tough. But from a pitching standpoint, Audie talks a lot about just pitching to your strengths. I mean, that's exactly what I did, being able to locate the fastball in on the hands of Norby and move it in and out to Francisco. That's my strengths. I'll stick to that until, somebody proves to me that I need to do something different. And that's usually the game plan for most hitters there.
Take me through that last, double play there. What goes to your mind as you make the pitch, and then obviously the defense makes the play, and now you realize, hey, we're going to the championship game?
I mean, just pure relief. Struggling to throw my breaking ball, so relying heavily on the fastball, and I finally landed a good one on that second to last pitch of the game, which set me up nicely for that last pitch to get the rollover ground ball to shortstop. It's nice when you have Alex Freeland behind you doing, Sports Center top 10 diving catches and stuff. So that's always a good sign when you see it headed his way. And then, final out's made, and it's just everyone's sprinting at me. So I just you black out for a second, and you just kind of yell and scream and jump around and enjoy that. But just trying to remember all that.
Mitch, you've been around a lot of UCF teams. You've been here a few years. Obviously, it seems like this season, I mean, you've played against top competition. You played well, Ole Miss, ECU on the road, but haven't always been consistent early in the year. But you guys are playing really well right now. Just from your perspective, from a guy who's been around a few years, what's kind of changed? What's kind of changed to enable you guys to put it all together when it really matters?
I think all year we just struggled to string the wins together, and once we got that feeling of just winning, all the time, you don't want to lose. You win one, you lose one. It's hard to get in a positive mindset all the time. But towards the end of the season, we swept Houston, and then come in the tournament having hot bats. That's all this team needed. It's no different than the team last year when we were just beating up everybody, is what it felt like. But that didn't come as early for us this year. So as long as it comes, then, I think we'll be all right. And it's nice that it's at the end of the season here.
Litch, you had to go 3 innings tonight, something you haven't had to do since March. And of course, it ties the mark for the longest appearance you've had in your college career in this season. How do you approach these games where you have to go in for an extended amount of time?
Audie always talks about having, whether you're coming in the 5th inning or the 9th inning, your job is to close out that inning, and he believes that he's not going to put anybody on the mound who's not going to be able to go out there and throw up a 0. So just being able to treat every inning like it's, the 9th inning for me, knowing that feeling of just get these 3 outs or just make this one pitch, to get me to the next one, whether that's the next inning or the next out.
Which I know, obviously, Lovelady's always been high on Hunter Patterson, sees him as a future #1 starter type. It looks like he really grew up tonight. What was your perspective of watching Hunter and what he was able to do out there?
I mean, first of all, I'm extremely proud of him. I definitely told him that after the game. It was nice to tag team a game with that, like somebody, and just to see, the joy for each other, seeing each other after the game. But I spent most of the game in the bullpen, so I didn't get a close look at him. But I mean, it wasn't hard to tell that he was feeling himself up there. I mean, it must have been fun to watch on TV. I didn't have the best view from all the way over in the little Frenchie's cabana out there. So I'm just really proud of him.
Litch, like Brennan said, you've been here for a couple of years. What does it feel like to you to finally go to a conference tournament championship game?
I mean, this is it. This is the best feeling. My whole life growing up, it was never dreaming about the World Series, you have those dreams of 3-2 bases loaded in the World Series. Like for me, it was always like D1 baseball. I want to do something in the College World Series for college baseball. So tomorrow, I'm just gonna try and soak it in. Do whatever I can to recover, so I can hopefully be out there and kind of live up that dream myself. But whether I'm out there on the field or I'm on the bench, that I'm gonna enjoy it.
Thank you, Litch.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks, Litch.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you
Congrats,
guys.
bud.
Thank you,
Thank
Liz.
you very much.
Congratulations.